Wog, what up, too, man? How y'all living? I hope y'all day is going well, man. I'm about to give y'all the whole spiel about this love and this relationship and this all of this madness that I'm sure you want to know the ins and outs about, man. Big Papa Squad. This is the last thing I'm doing before I get ready to go to work today, man. So listen, you clicked on this video for a reason, bro. This what is called, the 501, the 101, whatever it's called, whenever they trying to give you the run on something, the 511 or something, I don't know, man, but this is from all of my experience with this love thing, being in a relationship. My relationship long distance too, so a lot of these things I gotta implement in order to make things work, bro. So everybody, I'm gonna start off with the simplest thing. Talk about communication, bro. Everybody talk about communication, man. Communication is one of those words that the simplest version of communication is the word itself, bro. Because to be an effective communicator means a multitude of things, bro. You have to be able to submerge yourself in somebody's shoes, and regardless of how strongly you feel about whatever topic y'all talking about, be able to pull that pride that you have, because it is how you feel, out of how you feel, and be able to just jump directly into seeing things 100% from that person's perspective. And once you're able to do that, you need to also be able to effectively communicate how you feel while understanding truly how they feel in a way that doesn't demean or that doesn't water down how they feel. You feel me? That doesn't dismiss how that person feels that you communicating with, bro. To be an effective communicator, you have to have a certain level of maturity. You have to have a certain level of tough skin, and you have to be able to take constructive criticism. That comes with maturity. You know, in the beginning, bro, of our lives, you know, nobody can't tell us nothing. You feel me? Some people, even my age, you can't tell them nothing. You can't talk to them. You can't have conversations with them about things that they're doing wrong and how they need to fix it, bro. I work in behavioral health. Like, there are guys, men, grown men that are my age and older than me that I just had a conversation about the park with. Like, going to the park for a certain amount of time and coming back on time, and him completely not grasping the whole understanding of what I'm saying. And we just talking about going to the park. So there are people that, from the smallest thing like to the park to the biggest thing, like telling the way that you are responding, although you feel validated and that it makes sense, it makes me feel like this. A lot of people are not emotionally intelligent enough to take something like that, bro. Emotional intelligence is kind of like the next word in this, bro. It's so big and it's so hard, so you have to utilize that, bro. Without having that in your arsenal, bro, the communication it'll fail eventually, bro, because communication is when things are going good, is when things are going bad, is overall thing. But emotional intelligence is being able to put prides aside, being able to understand where you went wrong as it pertains to the specific person that you are communicating with, right? You have to be able to understand and communicate in ways that validate, like I said, what they are saying, but also, once again, sheds light on the idea or the understanding that you want to bring forth in the conversation. And it's tough, bro. It's tough because you are dealing with a person who's literally battling the same thing, just on the opposite end of the spectrum. Y'all are starting from two different sides, and it's like a chess match, bro. You feel me? It's a beautiful thing watching from the outside in, but in the midst of it, it's gut-wrenching. It doesn't make sense sometimes. You don't understand. You don't know what's going to happen moving forward. Sometimes you want to give up. Sometimes you damn near give up and you decide to jump right back in it, bro. It's a roller coaster of emotions. Like, that's why that intelligence of those emotions is extremely important, right, bro? Another thing is, which a lot of people talk about, bro, you should know this, man. You need to have a genuine friend inside of whoever you're going to be with, bro. Like, bump the romantic stuff, bump the, you feel me, the sexual part, bump all of that, bro. If you don't have anybody that you could just sit down, y'all don't even have to be cuddled. If you can't just sit right here and the other person sit right there, y'all watch a movie and point out and laugh and talk about things. A perfect example is Love Island, bro. If y'all can't watch Love Island and sit down and have different perspectives and conversations about things, bro. I remember me and my girl one time, we had a whole debate about love and basketball, bro. That's something I'm gonna do with my partners. Just different perspectives we see the movie in, bro. We watched The Wood. We had a whole debate about this. I'm talking about at like 3, 4 in the morning, like hours long about how we felt about this movie, bro. You feel me? And that's something me and my closest partners used to do in middle school and high school, talk about for hours, to just the most mundane stuff that really to the naked eye are meaningless, bro. If you don't have a real friend, bro, it won't work, son. It won't work, bro. That friendship thing needs to be so strong that it's always the thing that y'all come back to whenever y'all are trying to make y'all way back to being cordial again, because disagreements are hard, they tough, they bring out the worst in us. Sometimes we say things that we don't mean. Yes, we out of emotion. Yes, we not perfect. Emotional intelligence is understanding all of this. It don't mean you necessarily have to get it right. Of course, it would be good to get these things right, but emotional intelligence and that maturity and that communication is understanding that you said something to me out of hurt that you may not have meant. I may have needed to even hear it, but it wasn't to cut me deep. It's just because how much the things that you say and the things that you're doing are affecting me, and I don't feel heard and seen in what I'm saying. You feel me? And I think that shows more than anything, because this is a sidebar. Think about it. People always say, if you arguing with somebody, don't give them the time. Don't give them the power over you. Don't give them the ability to get you out of your character. The reason you're in a relationship with somebody, y'all trusting each other enough, the reason why somebody can get you out of your character enough is because you placed so much trust in them and you've allowed them so much access to you that they are going to do and say things that's just going to affect you. You feel me? But emotional intelligence is understanding all of these things. You with a person that is a human that is not perfect just as much as you're not perfect, right? They're going to say and do things that you may not agree with, may come from areas that you may not understand, but you trust them enough if you with them in a relationship to be like, I get it, bro. And I'm working. I'm trying to work towards your point and your understanding. And I'm able to be mature enough to say, yes, I'm calling you out and you did say something that I don't agree with, and you might have said something that kind of hurt me, but I understand you said it out of hurt and I want us to get to a better place. So therefore, I want to skate past it. I want to understand where it came from and work on that, not the back and forth thing and we just finna establish saying low blows the entire time we arguing to each other whenever we get into it. No, if you're doing that with your significant other, stop that right now. Just make a commitment to each other that y'all just not gonna do the low blow thing. And if somebody does, one of y'all needs to be the bigger person to understand that it's only coming from hurt and not add to the hurt by trying to hurt them back and say something even lower. Cut that out, bro. Eventually that'll get out of hand, and that's how you open the doors to abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, and you feel me? It's just an unhealthy concoction at that point. You feel me? But back to the friend thing, bro. That is extremely, extremely important, bro. Like, extremely important. Having a friend inside of the person that you were with, bro. So I do also believe that people who start off as friends and the genuinely getting to know each other phase, that's why that is so important too, bro. Like, starting off as friends is the best way for you to you really get the best of both worlds. You get some subtle forms of intimacy. You don't get it all at once. So whenever you do get it, you're that much more appreciative of it. But it's also a healthy boundary, and y'all are able to teach each other certain things about yourselves as a friend, as a person, as an individual that you can come back to whenever you guys are, once again, at a point where y'all are bumping heads and things aren't making sense for y'all. You dig what I'm saying? You know certain things that your friend before your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever y'all calling each other like, and things that they are interested in, and we can talk about these things. Lastly, and I can go on and on. I could just keep talking about this stuff, bro, because through my experience, I'm constantly learning and seeing and grasping new understandings about all of this. But this is a trick that we did today, and I saw this on YouTube Shorts. I don't remember who did it, but it's a guy. He always looked kind of stoic. He always give life advice. He always sitting in a chair. He always got the motivational stuff on YouTube Shorts, and he kind of clean shaven, low cut if I'm mistaken, and he's always interviewing someone, or he's always getting interviewed. I don't know the guy's name, but he said one thing me and my wife did is we were arguing. We didn't want to talk to each other, and we didn't want to. We were at each other's necks. We didn't want to say anything to each other. We were bad off. He said that I decided to tell her, let's do something. She's like, what? Let's tell each other 3 things that we think each other did good in this disagreement. And it sounds so silly, bro, but I tried it in a disagreement that I had today, bro. And he said by the end of that disagreement, we were literally laughing and talking and like we were best friends, like all over again. And we literally damn near forgot what we was even arguing about, how silly it was, bro. And me and my significant other, my little love, we didn't get to the laughing and just, phase, because she ended up having to leave. She had something to do for school or something in the middle of us talking about it. But we were able to go from a place of high tension and at each other's necks and, not feeling heard to even our tones of voice started changing. We started lowering our tones. We lowered our defenses, and we came to just a gradual just conversation. And then we ended up getting off the phone. And it made me and her feel, she admitted to feeling a lot better after the fact. And the fact that we was talking and just having genuine conversation with lower tones in our voice just showed me that that worked for us. So try that. Try different skills and stuff like that. Look up certain things. I feel like, too, YouTube Shorts at this point, bro, if you watching this video, it's because you done said something about relationship and love advice, bro, because they be listening, dog. And my YouTube Shorts one night just sent me on a rabbit hole of just whole bunch of relationship advice. I wasn't even into it with my short. I might have been talking to my partner about it or something. We was good, and this trick that I saw in those videos I was watching on Shorts, I tried. And, like I said, it definitely made us, put our guards down and have a regular conversation about everything. And, it was more effective than, although we don't scream and yell at each other, the pointing the finger and telling each other what we did wrong and how we feel wronged by each other and all of that. But yeah, man, I can go on and on with this thing, bro. I'm constantly learning every single day about this love thing, bro. Relationships, communication. I want y'all to understand that a lot of these tips that I'm giving y'all too, minus the sexual and romantic part of, can be applied to everyday life. People in work, in business, in sales, people that you answer to, people that answer to you, it's the same thing. Communication is like a dance. It's like a chess match. It's a shift of powers and feeling heard and feeling like you're giving me authority and feeling like someone has authority over me. Feeling heard is a movement of things through conversation and understanding. That's why people who know people, they like literally are the most successful in like life, bro. You feel me? Because they understand, and you just as valuable as your net worth, and you literally like 7 people away from anybody in the world. So yeah, man. But I can go into all of that, bro. I get sidetracked real easy, man. It's the end of my video, though. If y'all want some more videos like this, bro, life, love, whatever the case, man, let me know, son. This just was on my mind, and I thought I should drop a jewel on you, because I feel like you need it a little better. But I got nothing more than that to say besides, through him you conquered all. Through him, I promise you, with being already done, I'm out of here.
I went through hell and back, and I came back a better me. Said this so many times, but I swear I finally see